What's going on my fantasy basketball fans out there? Welcome to the Score Fantasy Basketball Podcast. I'm waiverwirequeen. In today's video, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to set your lineups up on the Yahoo platform and the Sleeper platform. So if you're hosting your leagues or if you have joined a league on Yahoo or Sleeper, I'm going to show you how to set those lineups. So these tutorials should be helpful for anyone utilizing those platforms. Make sure you hit the like button so you can stay connected to the channel each week, and also make sure you subscribe so you can get more great content and to help the channel grow. All right, y'all, I'm going to be sharing my screen for these tutorials. So let's start off with the Yahoo platform. So I host my redraft league on the Yahoo platform. It's really good. I really like Yahoo. That is actually my go-to right now out of the fantasy basketball platforms. I trust Yahoo the most right now, and I'm really comfortable utilizing the Yahoo platform. So let's just talk about how to set those lineups up. So what you do is you go to your team. So let's start off as if you were just clicking onto to your league. So click on the league. You can click on your actual team name, or you can go up to the top and select my team. So let's just say we're going to set our lineups for October 31st. That is Halloween, y'all. So I don't really have a lot going on, but I'm going to unset this lineup. Just put players on the bench, and I'll go through it for another day as well, just so you kind of can see it. So what you would do is say I have my players on the bench that I want to start. I don't really have anyone playing on Sunday, but nonetheless, I got Jalen Green. So I click on bench because he's on the bench, and it lights up in the positions he is eligible to play. So I'm going to slot him into the guard slot. So what you do is once you click his position on the bench, so let's do it, Kevin Porter. Click bench, and you click on that actual spot. So I'm going to put him in the guard slot. So I'll click guard slot, and you'll see that it's saving as we go. So you don't have to click save or anything like that. There's no save option to click. It'll automatically save for you. So you don't have to worry about that. But let's go and show for another day. Let's just go to Monday, see if my lineups are set. Looks like my lineups are pretty set. So let's go to another day that I know. Yes, perfect. So as you can see, I don't have anyone starting on November 2nd. So I need to get some players in my starting lineup so I can stay competitive this week. So again, Jalen Green is on my bench. I click bench, and I'm just going to add him into the guard slot. So I'll click on the G for guard, and Kevin Porter, the same thing. Click on bench, and then I'm going to click the G for guard, and you see it's doing everything it needs to do. It's saving and updating as we make these changes. And then we have Brandon Ingram, bench. Boom, he is now one of my starters. Let's do it again for one more day. And I'll just actually go in and just set my lineups for the week so you can just see it a few more times. So one of my favorites definitely started. He's killing it right now in fantasy, as it's expected. So let's see who else I would want to start. So I want to start, we're going to put Dinwiddie. So we click bench and then click guard, and you see he's slotted and inserted into the starting lineup. Obviously, I want Sabonis playing because he's just really that good, and he should be in my starting lineup at all times. So I'll click bench, and now look, he's in my starting lineups. And then I'll kind of monitor the situation. If Ingram needs to be moved, then I'll move Ingram out if I have to. So let's go on to Thursday. Okay, so we got Porter. Let's do bench. I'm gonna put him in a guard spot. He's eligible to play guard or forward. I don't know why they don't do that with Paul George. Then again, Green. He's just eligible for a guard slot. And then that's all I have going on Thursday. Let's go to Friday. Let's set our lineups up. Let's see. Obviously, one of my building blocks in this league. Well, for the redraft for the season, y'all. So again, this is gonna be the lineup I'm gonna roll with, and then let's see what happens here. Let's go to Saturday. So again, bench and then guard. You can see the green. It's saving, and again, bench, guard. Kevin Porter's in the starting lineup now. And you see it's saving. Now, if it's an illegal setup to the lineup, then you'll see it'll show and it'll be in red, and that's for Yahoo. So watch out for that. So we're gonna just move Sabonis right there, so we can we're gonna put Wendell in our starting lineup. So again, you're seeing me hit with Wendell Carter. I clicked bench and then I moved him into the utility spot. So let's see, is there anyone else I would prefer to start over some of these guys who are on the bench? So right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with Dinwiddie over Jalen Green, and I'll be monitoring the week to see if Kevin Porter plays. If Kevin Porter doesn't play, then I will move Green back into the starting lineup, or I may go with Derrick Rose. Just kind of see how I feel as we get towards the end of the week. And what I like to do is I normally set my lineups for the week, and then I also will go and set that Monday up, just in case you never know what's going on. Just to be on the safe side. So you select bench. I want him in the forward spots, so I'll hit forward, bench, hit the G for guard. I'm gonna put him in the center slot, so bench, click C for center, and then we're gonna play Rose, bench, guard, and there you go. So that's just what I do. And again, I typically save for start my lineups, get my lineups together up until that Monday to start the week, just in case I forget to do something that Monday coming up. I'm already ready to go for the next matchup for the week. So that is how you set your lineups up for Yahoo. Let's see. Let's do a quick tutorial let's on adding a player. I'm not gonna necessarily truly add someone because I really don't have anyone that I want to add right now. So if I was going to make a move to add a player, I'm gonna go over to players. You can do playlist if you want, player list, and then like say I want to add Bane. I'm gonna you click the plus sign, or if you want, you can click on that person. So let's click on the news about him, and you can click on the plus sign there. But why do it that way? If you click on his name, it'll show some other stuff going on with him, throughout the season. But let's just do it from the plus sign. That's easy because it's right there. So you would click the plus sign, and then you would click right next to the player that you want to make the change. So let's see if I do it. Right now, I can't do anything because I have someone who should not be at IL right now. But if you were to do it, you would click right here, and then that will start the process of making that ad drop. All right, y'all. So that was how you set your lineups using the Yahoo platform. Again, Yahoo is one of my favorites. I love the Yahoo platform. I am the most comfortable with Yahoo. So again, right now I feel like that is the best platform for fantasy basketball. And then we have Sleeper. They're up and coming, and I expect them to really take off once they start adding more to their fantasy basketball platform. So again, let's get ready to share the screen so you can see. And now for this one, I had to do screenshots from my phone. The one thing I'm not a fan of is I can't utilize the desktop for the fantasy basketball platform on Sleeper as much. So I did some screenshots, and we're just gonna roll with it via those screenshots. So let me share my screen with you guys. We can get right on into it. So I got a little PowerPoint for you. If it will show up. Let's get it going. Yes. The the struggles of using a computer. It's real. So yes, we got it going now. Bear with me. All right, so again, like I said, I have two screenshots of the Sleeper app, my team. I took over someone's team. So don't y'all talk that about this team if this team don't look good. I took over somebody's team. So yes. So let's go right into it and we'll kind of go through it, We'll act like we're using the app on your cell phone. So pretty much what you would do is if you're trying to change your lineups using the Sleeper app. So you have a team on the Sleeper platform in one of the leagues. So you're trying to set your lineups up. So where you see this red arrow at, so we got Bradley Beal. Say I'm trying to move Bradley Beal to my bench, right? So where this red arrow is at, I'm going to click on that PG. Again, you click on that PG. Let's go right back into it. And again, you would click on that PG, which represents point guard because he's eligible to be point guard. So you click on it, and then what it will do is it'll take you to this screen where it says Bradley Beal at the top. So that player name would be at the top, and it says move player to the following slot, and you would just click that slot. So say I want to move him to a bench slot, but however, I have Fournier. This is Fournier. He's on the bench, and I'm really trying to add Fournier to my starting lineup. So you don't have to necessarily move the player to the bench and then go and click on the player you want to add. You can do it all in one. So for this example, Bradley Beal, I was going to move him to the bench and put Fournier in this tutorial. So again, you'll see this at the top, move player to the following slot, and then you'll click on that position. So this is a bench slot. So you click be in for bench, and then it will insert Bradley Beal to the bench and insert Fournier to the starting lineups again. So it will move Bradley Beal to the bench and then insert Fournier to your starting lineups, and then it automatically will update your lineups and save your lineups for you. So again, that is pretty much all you will have to do for the Sleeper app. So let's go back to it again. So if you were going to move a player to the bench, we're going to move a player to the bench. So you want to update your lineups. So you go to that position and you would click on that position. So if it was, say, right here, Dame, we're trying to move him to the bench. Okay, click, and it'll show all of the eligible slots he is able to be moved into. So for instance, you see in this league, you can move him into a guard slot. See, he's eligible to be a point guard, shooting guard. So any of those slots he can play in. So if I click on the shooting guard slot that Dame is in, the point guard slot for Bill should light up, and the guard slot for Murray should light up, and then the bench slots would light up as well. And now you'll see at the end of your bench for the Sleeper app, you should see like be in if you're just moving him to the bench, where you can just click him into a bench slot if you don't want to move anyone to the starting lineup to replace him. And so again, let's do it. So we're moving, you click on that position, click, and then you move to what are you trying to do. So we're trying to move him into where Fournier is at because we want Fournier to be inserted into the starting lineup. So you would click the be in where Fournier is at, and it will update, and then Fournier would be in your starting lineup in the slot that Dame was in, and then Dame would be on your bench, and it will save those lineups for you. So you don't have to worry about trying to click on the save button because there's no save button. It will automatically do the updates for you. So you don't have to worry about that. So that is the Sleeper app. And again, quickly, I'll just show you. So also remember with the Sleeper app, I know again, you would have to select one game each week that you think your player is going to say score a certain amount of points. So if say Bradley Beal was projected to score 30 points against Boston, and that's the game you feel like, hey, I feel like this is the game he's going to score the most fantasy points to me, you would click on that game for the week, and then that is going to be the game that you roll with. And hey, if it's projected for Bill to score 30 and he only scores 20, you're only going to get 20 points added to that week for your matchup. So you got to kind of really pay attention and really do some research on each game. And it's obviously it could be hit or miss because you just never know if a player is going to go off one night or they are going to play bad. You know, Bill right now is kind of struggling, but he's getting better, as you can see with the numbers going up a bit. But with Bill, hold, don't trade him. What I would tell you is don't trade him. So yeah, again, just remember with the sleeper app, you have to set your lineups like any platform, but you have to pick a specific game you feel that your player is going to probably score the most points. So if I feel like Bill is going to score the most fantasy points versus a team early in the week, I'll select that game. If I feel like it's going to be a game later in the week, I will select that game later in the week. And hopefully I am right and he scores the most points, because once he plays and it's a game you didn't pick, and that say that game was the game he scored 75 points and you didn't select that game, you're not going to get that game. So if you picked one game and there's another game they went off, it is what it is. That's just the chance you have to take, and that's the beauty of it. I like how it's set up on Sleeper, and again, they're working to make it grow. So hopefully soon I'll be able to host one of my fantasy basketball dynasty leagues using the Sleeper app, because we really are ready to do our fantasy dynasty basketball league. All right, y'all, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more on fantasy basketball. Leave some comments if you have any questions on how to set your lineups or anything on fantasy basketball. Make sure you leave those comments and ask those questions, and I'll definitely respond to all your comments and questions. All right, y'all. Peace.